Hello, Red Devils. Welcome back to the greatest theatre in football. And today, we are diving deep into something that has every single United fan buzzing with excitement, nervous energy, and that familiar feeling in the pit of the stomach that only Old Trafford can give you. We are talking about the midfield rebuild, the engine room, the heart of the club. Buckle up, because this summer could be the one that changes everything. And you absolutely do not want to miss a single update, so make sure you stay connected and keep your notifications on. Let us set the scene properly, shall we? Manchester United, a club built on grit, glory, and a never-say-die attitude, have been crying out for genuine midfield quality for far too long. The architects of our dreams and nightmares have finally identified their targets. And what a list it is. 4 names. 4 very different profiles. 1 united ambition. To restore Manchester United to the summit of English and European football where they truly belong. First and foremost, let us talk about the one that has United fans absolutely fizzing. Edison from Atalanta. This lad is not just a transfer target. He is a statement of intent. When you hear that talks are progressing, that personal terms over a 5-year contract have already been discussed, and that Manchester United are leading Atletico Madrid in the race. You sit up straight and take notice. 5 years. That is not a flirtation. That is a commitment. That is the club saying, we want you to be the engine of this team for the next half-decade. Edison is a box-to-box powerhouse, the kind of midfielder who devours ground, wins the ball back, carries it forward with purpose, and makes the fans roar with every surging run. Atalanta know they cannot hold on to him much longer, and United are making absolutely sure they are first in the queue. The question we have to ask ourselves, though, is a 5-year deal the right gamble? Does Edison have the ceiling to justify that kind of long-term commitment at the very highest level? Then there is the magnificent Sandro Tonali. Just saying that name sends a tingle down the spine of anyone who appreciates truly elite midfield craft. A player of immense technical quality, physical presence, and football intelligence, Tonali is the sort of midfielder that managers dream about and opponents dread. He reads the game like a seasoned general, wins the ball back with an almost aggressive elegance, and can pick a pass that unlocks any defense. Reports confirm United are growing in confidence about landing him. But let us not kid ourselves. When a player of this caliber is available, every top club in Europe comes sniffing. Paris, Madrid, Munich. They will all want a piece of this. The battle for Tonali's signature could be the defining transfer story of the entire summer window. And here is what I want to know from you lot. Do you believe United have the pulling power, the project, and the financial muscle to win that race? Now let us not sleep on the diamond in the rough, Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. This young lad is English, hungry, and absolutely bursting with potential. United have reportedly made the first contact with Forest, and the message is clear. They want to move quickly before the competition arrives. And rightly so. Anderson is the kind of homegrown talent that the Premier League tends to overlook until it is too late. A tenacious, industrious midfielder with technical ability beyond his years. The sort of player who could grow into something genuinely special under the right management and at the right club. Signing an English midfielder with a high ceiling is also smart business. And if United can get this done early doors before the window gets hectic, it would set a brilliant tone for the whole transfer campaign. The big question here: would you back Elliot Anderson as a genuine long-term solution, or do you see him as a squad option while the big guns are pursued? Meanwhile, the name that refuses to go away, Carlos Balaba of Brighton. This one has a fascinating backstory. United held talks last summer. Personal terms were not a problem. And even now, with his form having dipped this campaign, the Red Devils are still keeping a very close eye on him. That tells you something about how highly they rate this lad. Because clubs do not maintain interest in a player through a difficult season unless they believe there is genuine quality underneath. Balaba has shown the football world glimpses of what he can do. A combative, energetic, technically assured midfielder who fits the modern pressing game beautifully. His recent return to form has reportedly set United's scouts' pulses racing once again. The catch? His fee could still be in excess of £60 million. For a player coming off a patchy season, that is a bold price tag. Do you think Balaba is worth that money? Or would you rather United put those funds toward one of the more proven names on this list? Here is where it gets truly mouthwatering for us as supporters. United are not just monitoring one or two players. They are actively building a strategy to overhaul the entire midfield department in one bold summer sweep. The ambition is real. The contacts are being made. The groundwork is being laid. And if this club can pull off even 2 or 3 of these signings, we could be looking at a United midfield next season that genuinely has the rest of the Premier League looking over their shoulders. But what do you think? That is the question that matters most here. Do you go for Tonali and Edison as the dream double swoop? Do you trust the Anderson project as the future foundation? Do you back Balaba despite the price and the dip in form? Or do you throw caution to the wind and demand the club goes all out for every single one of them? Reports from @RedDevilZone suggest that Matteas Fernandez has already agreed personal terms with Manchester United ahead of what could become one of the most interesting midfield moves of the summer transfer window. Yes, you heard that right. While many fans have been focused on the bigger headline names across Europe, United appear to be moving quietly but aggressively behind the scenes to secure a player they believe fits the future direction of the club perfectly. The most important detail here is that wages are reportedly not an issue, which immediately tells you that both the player and the club are aligned on the project. That is massive in modern football, where negotiations often collapse because of salary demands or agent complications. What makes this situation even more exciting for United supporters is the timing. The club are pushing to complete the deal before June 10th because they want to move quickly in the market this summer, instead of dragging transfers deep into pre-season like in previous years. Make no mistake, this is huge. Manchester United know they cannot afford another slow summer window if they truly want to compete at the top again. Getting early business done allows the manager more time to integrate players into the tactical setup during pre-season, improve chemistry inside the squad, and build momentum before the Premier League campaign begins. From a football perspective, Matteas Fernandez is viewed by many scouts as a technically gifted midfielder with composure on the ball, intelligent movement, and the energy required to thrive in England. He has that modern profile United supporters love: calm under pressure, progressive in possession, and capable of driving forward with confidence. Unbelievable, but true, United's recruitment strategy now appears far more focused on younger players with a long-term potential, rather than only chasing superstar names. That shift could be exactly what the club needs after years of inconsistency in the transfer market. You can already imagine the excitement around Old Trafford if this move gets completed quickly. Fans will start asking serious questions. Could Fernandez become one of the breakout stars of next season? Could he develop into the perfect midfield partner for United's rebuild? And perhaps most importantly, is this the beginning of a smarter, faster, and more organised Manchester United transfer strategy under the current leadership? Let that sink in. The fact United are accelerating negotiations this early also sends a strong message to rivals across the Premier League that the club mean business this summer. Supporters have been desperate to see decisive action in the market, and this potential move feels like exactly that. If the deal crosses the line before June 10th, it could set the tone for an ambitious transfer window at Old Trafford, with more arrivals expected to follow soon after. Drop your thoughts in the comments, get stuck into the debate, and let every Red Devil around the world know exactly how you see this summer shaping up. This is our club, our dreams, and our future. And the conversation starts right here. Stay locked in, stay passionate, and never stop believing. More updates are coming thick and fast. And trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next.